Hey, what up, guys? Brock Lesnar's going to be fighting at UFC 200 against the Beast Mark Hunt, who brutally knocks out people like Frank Mir, Roy Nelson, and any other person that walks in his way. He just punches them, and they fall, and he just goes, pfft, pfft, I'm done, son, and he walks out the cage because he knows he whooped that ass. But Brock Lesnar is a whole nother beast. People are like, well, this dude has tremendously good takedown defense. He's never fought somebody like Brock. Brock Lesnar's taken down Heath Herring. He punched him in the face, and Heath Herring did like a backflip across the cage. Randy Couture, the best wrestler in MMA, never could get up when he got him on the ground. Frank Mir, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, could never get up from the ground. Shane Carwin, another badass wrestler, could never get up when he got taken down. Brock Lesnar is one of those dudes that is no other fighter in the business. He can take a hell of a punch. He can take you down at will. And people who are saying Mark Hunt has scrambling ability, but do you see what Brock Lesnar is capable of doing? He took Cain Velasquez down. He took Shane Carwin down. He took almost every fighter down that he could. The only guy he never took down was Alistair Overeem, but that's when Alistair was juiced to the gill and he had his diverticulitis, which was preventing him to really fight at his full potential. And I think the Brock Lesnar you're going to see at UFC 200 is going to be able to take Mark Hunt's punches and be able to take him down and wrestle him to the ground. And if he can't wrestle him to the ground, then he has a long fight ahead of him. Because we don't know what Brock Lesnar's been doing for the last 5 years. Has he been training? Has he not been training? We don't know. And the speculators, oh, he hasn't been fighting. He hasn't been training for years. You don't know that. But these guys are both 265 pounds when they weigh in. There's a difference between the 265. Brock is a B65, wears triple X gloves. Mark Hunt is a 265, yet it's kind of fat. Mark Hunt, at his height, at 5'10", could easily make 205. He could, because a regular 205-pound dude is around 6 foot to about 5'9" to 6 foot. But this fight is going to be one of two ways. Brock Lesnar taking him down and getting the ground and pound like he did Frank Mir, or he's going to be able to take a few punches from Mark and keep it standing and be able to take him down at will. My personal opinion is Mark Hunt has fought big guys, yes, but he's never fought somebody like this. Brock Lesnar moves like a light heavyweight, like a welterweight. You see the fight when he fought Cain Velasquez, like the first 30 seconds, he was moving around, pressuring the action, throwing knees, throwing punches, throwing knees, and took Cain down. The thing is with Brock, there's no other guy that you can emulate. He's not like any other heavyweight. No other heavyweight moves like this guy. No other heavyweight is that big. No other heavyweight can wrestle him to the ground. No other heavyweight can take a punch like this dude. This dude takes punches like nobody. And you don't believe me? Look at the Shane Carwin fight. Shane Carwin hit him like 30 times in the face, and the dude turtled up and was able to come back in the second round, bloody but not beaten. And did he win the fight? Yeah, he won by triangle choke. This dude has won fights by his opponents tapping out from getting punched too much. The guy in K1 when he fought, he wrestled him to the ground, got in open guard, and landed punches. And the dude tapped out from getting punched in the head. So, Brock Lesnar can throw a hell of a punch. Just look at the Heath Herring fight. Like I said, he threw one punch, broke the dude's orbital bone, and was able, ladies and gentlemen, after he broke his orbital bone, to dominate the fight. It was his best fight ever. He never got hit once, and he dominated Crazy Horse, who had like 30 fights up to that point. It's just the same naysayers who said when Brock Lesnar first joined the UFC in 2008 that nobody could beat him. He wasn't a good wrestler. He was a fake wrestler. He ain't gonna be doing good. In 4 fights in the UFC, he became the UFC heavyweight champion. And yeah, he went 5-2 in his MMA record. That's still a pretty damn good record. If you say, hey, I retired as an MMA fighter at 5-2. That's actually pretty damn good. Brock Lesnar did pretty damn well for himself for what the skill set he had. I guarantee you, if you would have took him and put him in like a American Kickboxing Academy or something like Greg Jackson's, where he'd be training with a lot elite level guys, and he would have been training right out of college, this dude would have probably been the best damn heavyweight we ever seen. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. Well, I'm saying it because Brock Lesnar is he has that much of agility, that much strength, that much power. And Mark Hunt does have that one-punch knockout power, but I don't think the knockout power is going to work on Brock Lesnar. It possibly can work on Brock Lesnar, where he punches Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar gets knocked out and loses. It's possible. It's a puncher's chance in MMA. But I really think the fight's going to go probably Brock Lesnar taking him down. That's the bad part about Mark Hunt. He's not that great on the ground. He's like a fish out of water. He has a decent scrambles. People are like, well, Miocic took him down and he scrambled and got back to his feet. He did. But Miocic is not the same guy as Brock Lesnar. Cain Velasquez is not the same guy as Brock Lesnar. What he has that Brock Lesnar doesn't is the confidence of getting hit. He can get hit and keep coming forward. Brock Lesnar gets hit with one of those jabs or punches, he's probably turtling up and backing up and turns his head because he doesn't want to get hit. And I know all too well about getting turtled up and getting hit because I've been training boxing lately. And when you're not used to getting hit by even a decent level striker and you get punched in the face, your reaction is to flinch or to back up or kind of turn away. This is human nature, because human nature, you don't like to get punched. But if you're training all the time and your sparring partners are tagging you in the chin, on the body, then it's okay because you get kind of used to it. But Brock Lesnar has a 81-inch reach. I think Mark Hunt's like 76. And Mark Hunt is a smaller dude, not as athletic. He doesn't move as well as Brock. Brock likes to bounce around and move around. He's kind of like I said, he moves like Demetrius Johnson. He's all over the cage. Even though he doesn't have the best striking in the world, when he throws his punches, they have power behind him, baby. He's a triple XL glove. The dude is notorious for winning. I don't know if he would, if he wins this fight, if he would come back, but he said he will fight in the UFC only for basically like when they offer him good money. But I do think Mark Hunt has a hell of a chance to win. If people are thinking he's going to shoot in for a double leg and Mark Hunt's going to throw a uppercut and knock him out, that's highly unlikely. The way Brock Lesnar moves is like no other heavyweight. But the problem is with Brock, he hasn't fought in 5 years, and the last 2 fights, he got brutally dominated. And Mark Hunt has confidence because he's just knocked out 2 guys. And he's been fighting the best in the world. And Brock Lesnar hasn't fought since 2011. So we'll definitely see a very nervous Brock Lesnar who'll have that ring rust, definitely. But at the end of the day, hit the like button, subscribe button, and we'll see who's going to win this Saturday night. I don't know, man. It's a hell of a fight.